Welcome to Healy Hangout. The Healy Hangout, for those that don't know it, this is a place to really and learn about Healy itself, for the frequency device that we've all been talking about. And it's a place to kind of join in the community and to just like hang out really, and we can talk about this device. So I'm going to do a form of that on a presentation in a moment. I'm going to do a brief one tonight. Normally we're doing quite an in-depth one, and those that want to know more in depth, you can go into my YouTube channel. There we've got some recordings of the last weeks, and we do, we do a presentation every week, and the structure's the same, so you can check out a little bit more information if you'd like that, if you're new to Healy. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go through the presentation, and then I'm actually going to do a live demo of doing a scan. So you're going to get to see firsthand what actually happens when you get like an information field scan. Now that might not make any sense to some of you, and it will make a lot of sense to some of you as well. I'm just going to have a look to see who's joined live. Where are you all joining from? I'm really intrigued. Just want to say hello to everybody. Let me just have a look. So again, I've just muted myself because sometimes I get some feedback when I check the Facebook page. So hi guys, Florida, hi Telly, hi everybody, and thank you for your patience with my flying solo evening tonight. Usually I've got Vicky by my side, and tonight I don't. So I'm just going to do some of the presentation, and then I'm going to go and do a real live demo of the Healy Resonance app. So please share this with any of your friends that want to know more about Healy. And I'm going to go now to the presentation. So I'm going to share my screen. 1 minute. So I'm just going to go now. You can see my whole screen, but I'm just going to go into my presentation. So starting from the top. Here we go. So what is Healy? So some of you will have seen this presentation before. I'm just going to go briefly over it because I feel like sometimes we go too much in depth, and anyway, we can do it a bit more simply. So Healy, let's have a look. Firstly, Healy Avalon. So this is my partner Vicky, and usually it's the two of us, and we are the kind of the founders of Healy Avalon. Healy Avalon is this community that I've built for people that feel like they don't have any support. So those that are out there with sponsors who don't have any support, this group was really made for them, so we could all join together and learn from each other. But we've also been doing these live videos, and we've been doing kind of inviting health experts to talk about other health issues in the body. Obviously, it's also all frequency devices. It's about the health. It's about how hydrated we are. There's so many different elements to being healthy, and frequency is just one of them. So we're here to kind of just guide you on that journey from the beginning. If you're just starting to get healthy now, maybe you've been living in with a lot of pain, or with depression or anxiety, sleep problems. If anything like that you have been suffering from for a really long time, and you're really sick of taking pharmaceuticals, I really suggest that there are other things out there that may help you, and this could be something that would be worth looking at. My vision is to really raise the frequency of the people on the planet, and this is what this is all about for me. My story is that I've gone through life really like trying to find my way, and I've definitely been on the wrong path in my lifetime. And when I finally turned on the right path and I transformed from one place to another, I still was looking for my way to be and what to do with my life, and how to really bring value to my life, and also by helping people as well. So this machine has really helped me help people, which is something that I always wanted to do. It's definitely something that I'm supposed to be doing with my life. I've never been so sure that frequency is definitely something that the new age is bringing, and we've got to really understand what it is that we're doing now with frequency, and that we are able to raise our consciousness. We've got to really evolve to get through this time together. As many of you know, it's been quite tricky and difficult and challenging for all of us. And you can see that as a negative, but you could also see it as a positive, that this is waking us up. And like most people know, sometimes you've got to hit rock bottom to really transform and to really, elevate yourself, evolve, bring yourself to the next level. And I really feel like this time right now is the time to really evolve, and we need frequency to do that. So yeah, that was an extended version of who Healy Avalon is and my mission. And I know there are many of you out there that really want to do something now to change the world. And, we can all come together, we can all, co-create and make this happen, because I don't think we can do this on our own. I think we need each other. And I think that this is important for us all to evolve. We need to connect, not disconnect. So moving on. What is the Healy? So the Healy is a small device. I'm going to show you my screen now, this one, as you can see on the picture. The Healy is a quantum frequency device. It is a wearable device. I'm just going to move that over. It's a wearable frequency device. So it's actually made for everybody. So it's actually easy to use. You have an app on your phone. Well, 2 apps on your phone, depending which model you get, and you can really, it's really usable for everybody. So you've got an app, and you use the app to use that as a remote control to turn on the Healy itself, which transfers the programs of which you'd like. And then you've also got the scanner, which is actually scanning your information field. And I'm sure a lot of you out there are going like, but how does that actually work? Well, quantum energy is really something that has been talked about for many years, and it's not new. So if you're interested to know more about that, you can go look up the work of Nikola Tesla and Einstein, for example, and go and have a look. And also the Rife machine is another one. There are many other frequency machines where you can go and look them up and do some research and just find out what that's all about. I'm not going to go into depth today because I want to also do a scan in a bit. So moving on, I'm just going to show you this disclaimer. So Healy is a medical device. It's a proven medical device in Europe for the treatment of pain, chronic pain, fibromyalgia, skeletal pain, migraine, as well as a supportive treatment of mental illnesses such as depression, anxiety, and related sleep disorders. All other applications of Healy are not recognised by conventional medicine due to lack of evidence in the sense of conventional medicine. So what that actually means is that they haven't done enough research, and it hasn't been around long enough to really prove that it actually works for many things. Although there are a lot of testimonials from people who are saying that Healy helps them for other conditions as well. And if you want to see that, I'll be showing you later the testimonials group. There's like over 60,000 people in there, and that is just incredible. You go in there if you're feeling a bit low one day, and you can just read some of the testimonials, and that'll just bring you up as well. It brings a positive light to show that there is a possibility to see people from healing from it. So yeah, I mean, the things that it is proven for is also incredible, and there are many people who are suffering from those conditions. So this could be where, if you know someone suffering from those conditions, this could be worth sharing with them to see if it works. Yeah, so moving on, I'm just going to continue. So yeah, everybody who's just joined, I'm flying solo tonight. Vicky's not here, so I'm just like going through the presentation of what is Healy quite quickly, and then I'm going to do a demo of the scanning machine so we can all see that. So what's your vibe? So many of you know, when you go into a room, you can feel people's vibes. If someone's got a bit of a negative vibe or they're complaining a lot, you can feel that energy from them. And you also know the people that come into a room and kind of light up the room. And there you can really feel what they're feeling, you know. So as you can see in front of us, the scalar energy vibrations, enlightenment is the highest frequency, harmony is the next one, and joy is the next one. And you know what, like in this time right now, a lot of us have not been able to feel joy because, you know, we're not being allowed to meet up, we're not allowed to go out. And you know what, that's bringing our frequency down like so much. And sometimes I'm like, well, you know what, even if you're staying at home, even if you are doing that, try to find joy in whatever you're doing. Try to find something, dance in your room, do whatever you need to do to keep your joy and to keep your happiness, because otherwise your frequency is just going to drop. And especially now in this time, our frequencies are dropping because of the current situation, and we're all out of our comfort zones. So remembering these remembering these different feelings are actually changing your frequency. And I watched one documentary about someone who was like doing some research, and if somebody feels joy, that can actually like have a ripple effect for 1 million people. So imagine if your joy can affect 1 million people, imagine what 1 million people's joy can do, you know. So let's try and keep that joy, let's try and keep that vibe up. So yeah, scalar energy vibrations. And then so where did the Healy come from? So Healy was actually designed by a guy called Markus Schmieke. Markus Schmieke is a German physicist. He has written about 25 books, or 25 more books about the information field. So that is all like very interesting. As you know, quantum is pretty hard to understand. And if you read some of his books, he really describes what that is all about. And it's really interesting to read what he's written. He was actually a monk for 12 years, and he went to study, he studies consciousness, and he has a research institute now in Germany for consciousness. So it's really nice to look at what he's been doing. He actually created something called a time waver first. So the time waver, right, is like a bigger and complex version of Healy. So what he found was, it was so effective. What he found was he wanted to bring this Healy into people's homes, and the time waver was just too expensive and too complex for just, you know, an everyday person to use it. So his idea was to make this into a smaller version, a more wearable, usable device that can be shared and anyone can use. And then the Healy was born. So Healy is basically a small version of the time waver, and the time waver has been going for much longer. And you can find time waver practitioners as well who are doing practitioners training. So you can actually go and have a proper, a more in-depth scan with those time waver practitioners, and then you can also get those special frequencies for your Healy transferred onto it. So you know, you can also get like bespoke programs made just for you. So it's quite exciting really what is possible with this device. And a lot of us don't really know, or a lot of us that do have Healys here are actually not able to use it in the best possible way. So it's really good that we have a lot of people out there that are actually trying to educate the people about how we can use this machine to the best of our ability. So yeah, moving on. Packages and programs. So I'm just going to run through these quickly before I do a demo. Packages and programs, the Pink Dot app. So the Pink Dot app is a load of programs that actually cover many different health imbalances in the body. So it actually helps you bring your frequency up to the frequency it's supposed to be at. And that's what Healy does. There's two ways it works. So one is it connects directly to the body, and it sends microcurrents into the body to bring the cell voltage up to the level that it should be. So imagine that your body is like like an instrument, you know, that's out of tune. What we need to do is we need to retune that. And that's what the Healy is doing, is actually retuning your frequency to the right frequency that it should be at, so that actually your body will then be in more harmony, and it will be able to work better. So, you know, many people who are out there, you know, with issues with their body, this might be something for you to try as an option, you know, just to bring yourself more into balance. So I think on the next one is actually a little video which shows you how to, you know, put Healy on the body. I'm not going to do that because we're going to do a demo and I don't want to, you know, take up all the time. So Healy connects with the body, with ear clips, with wristbands, and also with electrodes that you actually connect directly on the body itself, where the pain area is, for example. And this is really, this is one way, actually my favorite way to do Healy actually is to work directly with the body. There is another way to do it. So we're just going to fast forward to this. So these are all the programs that come with the Pink Dot app. So we've got Pain Psyche, learning programs. So the learning programs are really cool because obviously anyone that's out there studying or is learning something new, this is great because actually there's programs there that can help you retain information. And this is what's really needed at the moment. I don't know about anyone else, but I have a terrible memory and I forget things all the time. And I can read a book, for example, and afterwards I will not remember anything that's in the book. So I've noticed a lot that my memory is not great. And these programs really, really help me. So I've been using the learning programs for those reasons, just to retain my information better. The next one, fitness. Fitness is also amazing. If you're into fitness, this is really, really a great set of programs, as well as those who aren't into fitness. It can really help you, motivate you. So, you know, there's programs for rejuvenation of the muscles, also for weight, also for stamina as well. So that there's many different programs for that. And then we've got the job and sleep programs. So that's more for job programs are kind of helping you perform better at your job, you know, bringing you to a more confident frame of mind. Some of them are, there's like positive thoughts. There are other programs like exhaustion. So if you're feeling really exhausted in your job, those programs are really good for that. And then you've got the sleep programs. So the sleep programs are actually, you know, proven to help. So anyone out there who's got insomnia, has an overactive mind, who's struggling to sleep at night, those programs are really great. And I have seen so many great results from people who are, yeah, those people that are that have not slept at all for more than 2 hours in a night, and now are sleeping 8 hours. So I've seen like huge results from my side, from people who've been using these programs. So yeah, thanks everyone for joining, as well everyone that's joined in the Zoom chat. Nice to see you. Hey Fabian. So yeah, continuing through the programs quickly. So we've got beauty, skin. Anyone that's into beauty, you can actually use these programs for that. Like so many people I know who've got skin problems, and it's so like difficult for your confidence if you have bad skin. And you know, this could be great for you to try as well. Anyone with acne or struggling, or scars as well. Like I've seen people's scars like heal up, like I've seen testimonials. So you know, it might be worth looking into this. Anyone who's got issues with their skin. Mental balance programs. Everybody is noticing all around us that, you know, a lot of people are suffering from mental illnesses, especially at the moment. So many people spending a lot of time alone. They're great for depression, bringing you into your, like, becoming more sharp and more confident in your life to be able to do what you need to do. So actually, these were the programs that really helped me when I first started using my Healy, because I was really lost during the first lockdown. And, you know, I got this Healy in the summer last year, and it really helped me. Like, it brought me right on my path. I knew exactly what I needed to do as soon as I got this machine. And there are just so many ways that we can bring up our frequency, you know, and it's not just these machines, you know, there's other ways too. I'm not just saying it's just this, but there are other ways to do it, you know, like laughing or dancing, you know, spending time with friends, crystals, you know, nutritional food. There are so many ways to bring up your frequency, and this is just another tool as well. So meridians 1 and 2, bioenergetic balance 1 and 2. So for all the different organs in the body, you've got the chakras programs. So, you know, if you're into understanding the chakras or the different, how much energy you've got in each one, that's really great. And then protection programs. There's, you know what, there's so much 5G and Bluetooth out there now that we are definitely going to feel the effect. And Marcus Schmeeker, who, you know, who designed the Healy, he said in one interview, he said, so we might not be able to protect ourselves from this EMF, the electromagnetic fields, but what we can do is we can strengthen our actual bioenergetic field so that we don't get affected by these 5G towers, you know, that everyone knows about, you know. And it's definitely like something that it's helped me a lot, because I'm really sensitive as well to that. And finally, I'm going to explain the gold cycle. The gold cycle is actually the core of Healy, and it really brings, this is where you really learn how to work with frequency in the body from the start. So anyone who's just got their Healy, I really recommend starting with the gold programs. Start with pure. That one there, it helps your body can communicate better to each other, or the cells. So it actually brings your frequency up. And then the other programs are going to work better. All right, so that's a little overview of the programs. And I'm just going to now, yeah, so I've gone through what it works at. It's for physical pain, for detox, for skin, for fitness, also the mental conditions work, meditation, learning. And then we've got the bioenergetic, the organs, the systems, the meridians, and then we've got beauty and chakras. It works on at all levels of the human experience, multidimensional harmonization. So this machine can help you gain that. And yeah, it's fantastic. So I am now going to show you a demo of doing a scan, and I'm hoping that technology is gonna make me happy. So with it being Mercury retrograde and everything, I'm hoping that it will work. So I'm just going to stop sharing my screen for a second. And I just wanted to say hello to everybody again in the live, if you're in there watching. Hi, nice to see everybody. And I'm just going to now log in to, let's see, I'm going to log in and just go in from my phone and share my screen from there. So bear with me just 1 second. Okay, it's working so far. Brilliant. So as you can see, there are some apps there on my phone. You've got Healy and Advisor and Healy, the pink dot. So the pink dot I just showed you before. And now I'm going to just click into the Healy Advisor app, which is what you get when you get the frequency scanner. Now, I explained the programs. This is now something else that you can get if you have never seen the Healy before. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just do a scan of myself just to show you what's possible with this machine. So anyone that hasn't seen this or doesn't know what I'm talking about, we can actually do this for a distance scan. So you can do this from anywhere in the world. How it works is it's actually taking information that's out there. So there is like let's say a blueprint of everything that ever goes out there in the energy field. Okay, everything is recorded. For those who are into Reiki or other energy healing, you know about this this energy space, that everything is recorded, and there's a way to tap into that energy field. And this is one way of doing it. So the Healy can actually help you bring your energy field into harmony, and it actually scans what's going on. So let's have a look. I'm just going to connect. And as you can see now, you've got the resonance analysis and the aura analysis. So I'm just going to do, and this is a great one actually for anyone that doesn't know how to scan anyone, and you've got a Healy. This is going to be a great demo for you. I do have a more in-depth one for you for later on my YouTube channel, but for now, I'm going to keep it pretty basic for those that don't know much about this. So there are two ways in which you can scan somebody, okay? The first way is the resonance analysis. So we're going to click on the top one, and I'm going to click myself as the person that is going to scan, okay? Now, it's just connecting at the moment. And what we're going to do is we can actually choose a database in which we're going to scan. So I'm going to show you the databases first to show you what is possible with this machine. So I'm going to just click there, and I'm going to show you what's going to come up. It's a little bit slow, so hoping it's going to do that now. Here we go. Right, so the Healy Meridians programs, you've got the Meridian programs. So all these top ones are literally the program categories from the pink dot. So if you scan in any of these, you're going to be able to scan the program you need to do on the other app. We're just going to fast forward it. And so there you can see, we can scan the I Ching. It's a little bit slow, the connection with my phone and the live Facebook. So hopefully that's going to come up in a second. The I Ching is quite a nice one to scan, actually, and I think I'm going to do that one. So we've got also the creative homeopathy. That's also a powerful database. It's very long because you've got a lot of programs in there. And so you've got the gold cycle, the deep cycle, the protection programs. They're all the ones that you will have seen before. You can scan Schluter salts, so that's all your minerals. You can scan Alaskan gem elixirs. You can scan Australian bush flowers, backflower remedies. You can scan digital nutrition mixtures. I mean, the list is endless. This thing is amazing. I mean, imagine you can scan to find out what nutritional deficiencies that you have, and this can really help you. You can scan vital substances, and yeah, there's so many programs there we could do. I am tempted to, you know what, I'll do the backflower remedies, because a lot of you will know the backflower remedies. So this can actually scan for that. I'm going to just click in the backflower remedies, and here we go. Just going to give it a second because it's a little bit delayed with my Zoom and the phone to the computer. All right, here we go. So I'm going to start analysis. So we're going to click the pink one, and then I'm going to focus. And this is really important that you keep the focus, because this is all working with intention. And if you don't have intention, then it's not going to be accurate enough for you. Okay, perfect. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Here we go. So it's just going to compile the results. It might just take a moment. And you know, if anyone out there that is struggling with their resonance at the moment, you know, you can send me a message on the Healy Avalon Facebook page. We could do, you know, a group training, or not a training, but you could all join a Zoom session one time, and we could, you know, go through it together. There are possibilities that we can do and learn from this. So yeah, anybody that wants to learn more about scanning, I've also done a video, I think, on my YouTube channel somewhere. So I can also post this link from this live video later. All right. So I'm just waiting for this list to compile. It's been taking quite a while these days, some of you know. So I'm just going to let that do its thing. Oh, there we go. Just go back to my history. So if that happens to anybody before, it's all about patience, actually. And I'm just going to go to my list. There we go. So backflower remedies. This is what's come up now. So this is my scan now of backflower remedies, and I can already see the first one. So as you can see, it says constant tension. And that makes so much sense. Firstly, I'm on this call on my own. Well, I'm not. I think I've got some people with me. I know you're with me out there on live on Facebook, and also Susan, who's here in the Zoom with me. And And you know, it's been a really, really hard few weeks actually. I'm sure a lot of you can feel it, and the Mercury retrograde, the energy at the moment. So overexertion, exhaustion, one feels like a fighter who has to carry everything on his shoulders, bravely doing one's duty and never giving up. So yes, that sounds exactly like me. As you know, I am doing a lot of stuff out there, and I'm really helping, trying to support a lot of people to find their way on their journeys. And I really think that's what I need to be doing right now. And I have started doing a lot of little ventures with some clients. So it's been really exciting, actually. All right, let's see what the next one comes up with. So as you can see, the back flower that it's actually come up with for that one is 22 oak. And the desired state description is what we're going to send the frequency to me for. Okay, so your endurance and ability to cope with stress is strengthened, and thus your personal development potential is promoted. So that's actually going to help me then cope with the stress and help me cope with the exhaustion that I might be feeling, because I'm working so much at the moment, and I'm really putting a lot of energy into my life mission, which is this, which is raising the frequency of the people on the planet to bring a better life for everybody. Let's move on. Escaping into a toddler role. So putting oneself and one's problems in the focus and making oneself excessively dependent on others. So as some of you know about the Healy, and it can be really honest, and it can be very blunt, and you might not like what it says, but a lot of the time there is some truth in it, that you really have to look at yourself and you go, actually, you know what, this actually could be exactly what I'm missing and what I don't see. So that's one I'm going to have to think about. And for anybody, it's about how you interpret it, not about how anybody else interprets it. Okay, so this number 14 is the backfire remedy, Heather. And the desired state that we're going to send frequencies for, our understanding and empathy are strengthened, and thus the personal development potential is promoted. Okay, so the next one, this is a great scan to do live on Facebook. Selfishness and tyranny. One stubbornly wants to enforce one's will. Okay, that is very an interesting one. Now, this is number 32, the vine, and it says the frequency that it's going to send me is the ability to work constructively and for team building with one's fellow human beings is strengthened, and thus the personal development potential is promoted. So you can always interpret that, like I said, as you want to when you do yourself a scan. The next one I get all the time, so I'm not all surprised. Number 10, the crab apple, is repulsion from dirt, insects, bacteria, clutter, and fed by pedantry. I mean, I don't have complete repulsion. However, I am a bit OCD and I do love things to be tidy. So there is some truth in that. So it's interesting that that has come up, and I'm sure a lot of us out there can relate. So what the frequency is going to be sent to me for is the body and the mind of the soul are purified and strengthened, and there's promoting personal development potential. So it also gives you there the essential oil, the gemstone. It's really amazing with what actually it's going to send frequencies for, and it's for those different elements as well that we can use the essential oils that we can use in digital form. Yes, it exists. Okay, and then the last one that it's come up with is pessimism, discouragement, and doubt. So it's number 12, gentian. So trust and optimism are strengthened, and thereby the personal development potential is promoted. Now, I'm just wondering if it's probably about me coming on here alone tonight, because I was actually supposed to be on here with Vicky, and unfortunately she couldn't make it. So I decided to just do it anyway. And maybe I had some doubt in my mind, but I'm really happy that I'm actually on here doing this with everybody, and that you're all here joining me. Thank you so much, which is exciting, really exciting. So yeah, so we will, let's see this. So yeah, so was just trying to see if I could unmute my phone, because I think you can't see my picture, but anyway, that's all right. I can pin myself. There we go. All right, I don't know if you could see me before, but anyway. So we just did a scan for the backflower remedies for myself, which was, you know, quite strong on what it was saying. So what we're going to do now is we're going to send vibrations for all of those remedies into my field. Okay, so we're going to go to vibrate, and anybody who wants to know how long to vibrate, they say it only takes a couple of seconds to get into someone's field, okay, to get the frequencies there and imprinted. So what I would recommend is using your intuition. I usually do like either 37 seconds, 1 minute 20, and 2 minute 49. And that's usually depending on what it is that's come up. And if I feel like it's something that I really need help with, I do a bit longer. I do have a chart actually about how long you should vibrate for different things and how often. So I have a template in the Healy Hangout templates, in the Healy Avalon templates folder. Those that don't know where they are, I will make a note now to post that afterwards, to post that in the templates. Okay. All right, so I'm going to just do 17 seconds today, just because we don't have that much time. It's just scanning for my Healy to be able to do that. And then I'm going to just show you the aura scan briefly after this. Okay, so just show you how it works with the frequencies. And here we go. So it's now sending me the frequencies for all of these different backflower remedies. And as you can see, it tells you the percentages of what of how relevant that it is for you. So it's great that you know, it's going to send you those frequencies in the exact quantity that you need them. All right, so we're going to go back into the middle. All right, so as you remember, we had resonance analysis and we've just scanned the back flowers. Now we're going to scan the aura. Okay, so it's probably going to come up with some more interesting things about me tonight. Let's see. What we first do with this is we're going to record the aura. All right, so I'm going to click there, and here we go. It's recording my aura. Here we go. We've got this bright coloured circle around my head. I don't know if anybody knows Kirlian photography, where it's the aura photography. Well, I had like a huge flashback that I remember when I was young. I was only about 7 years old, and I went to an event, a healing event. My dad was catering for this event for the food, and I arrived in there, helped him deliver it, and I think I was about 7 years old. And I went into this healing place, and it was literally full of like clairvoyants and crystal healers, you know, you name it, it was there. And actually, I was allowed to pick one thing to do, and I decided to pick the Kirlian photography, the aura reading. And that was years ago, and I only remembered that recently, that actually happened, and how relevant that is now to this, what I'm doing now. Because at the time, that's something that I really found, I absolutely loved it, and it really stuck in my memory. So to see now me doing this, and it looks exactly like the picture looked when we did that. So it's an interesting one. So if we click in the top right corner, where you see those 3 bars, as you can see, this is my aura, and it's actually looking pretty good. I'm surprised. I must be feeling pretty comfortable now here on my own here on live on Facebook. Wait, I'm just going to have a look at the Facebook to see who's there and just say hello to everybody. Let me know if you dropped in where you're zooming in from. Let me know what you're all up to, and I'm just having a look. Lorraine, when you do an intention, are you having thoughts in your head as in what you are wanting, etc.? So when I'm doing like yeah, it depends. Like I usually, obviously now I'm talking to you guys, so maybe I wasn't being so specific and really going into it, but the best thing you can do before you do any of this scan is to really put yourself in a very comfortable place. And if you have a client, put yourself in a very comfortable place. So like any type of healing, the best thing you can do is, you know, put some nice music on, like in a massage, for example. You can really lay on a nice bed, you know, and then put the Healy on, drink lots of water, be relaxed, a relaxed environment, because then your body is completely open. And then you're going to get more and more accurate result. And this is something that everyone should be doing anyway with it. I mean, you know, doing a quick scan now, I'm just showing you the way on how I do it. But definitely, if you have the chance to do it in a more relaxed setting, then you should really do that. And of course, always just breathing in, focusing inwards, and maybe on an intention that you have, or just something that you feel at the moment, really, or a positive affirmation. You can choose whatever your intuition is telling you. In a minute, I'm going to show you as well how we can go deeper into each aura field and see what's affecting it. So there we can change the focus, and I'm going to show you that. So yeah, lovely to see that you're all watching. That's really nice, that you're all here with me, which is brilliant. So here we go. So I'm going to just show you now the how we can go deeper into each channel, into each aura. Firstly, we'll just have a look. See, the sacral is probably the lowest there. The crown and the forehead are also pretty low, well, the lower ones, although the total is pretty balanced. So let's just go into the sacral. And before we do that, you can also click on the interpretation, and there it actually gives you an interpretation of what it means to have a high or a low chakra, and what you can do to increase that energy in that chakra. So those that don't know about the different chakras, you can learn a lot there. All right, so I'm not going to go into those right now. We're going to just start the analysis. So I'm going to just do one of them, because it will bring up 3 aspects to every chakra. So if I do 3, you're going to get 9. So anyone that that wants to just, if they're doing a client or doing a free scan for anyone, you know, just maybe pick one, because it will take you a lot of time and energy to do a big one. And it can be very confronting. So before you do a scan for anyone, it's always good just to warn them that whatever comes up, it's open to interpretation. You know, maybe it's not going to be what they want to hear. Maybe it doesn't make sense. That's also fine. A lot of the times you can realize that the scan itself can actually be something that it can scan something that's part of you from a past life. It can also scan a part of you that maybe you're holding in your DNA, or something that's coming from your grandparents or parents, or old karmic problems that you've had, or karmic issues that you've brought into this life. So you might not actually recognize what these things are. However, if you actually you know, just allow them to be there, without putting too much judgment onto it, and just letting the frequencies then heal those parts of you that maybe you're unconscious about. All right, so start analysis. It's now going to show you the focus. So Lorraine, the one that was asking about the focus, this part here, you can really, you can write in your own focus even. So those that people don't know how to do it, if you click on that white box where it says focus, as you can see, it actually shows that you can change the focus. So you can put anything in there. If you want to scan your aura and you want to find out, you know, I am healthy, and I would like to, you know, become more fit, or something like that. Something that you really feel like you need to change in your life, you can put in that as the focus. It can be relationship issues. It can be about health. It can be about love. It can be about abundance and manifesting whatever you want in your life. It can really be about anything. So really, this machine, use it for, you know, for all the benefits you can. I've put Healy Avalon into the scanning machine under the I Ching scan, and it was amazing, like what came up. I'm going to have to share that one day on the group as well. So my aura is strong and stable. I'm going to keep that for now, and we're going to now start the analysis. So here we go. So I focused there on my aura is strong and stable, and that's my focus, because that's what the focus in the scan is saying. All right. So we are now looking at the scan, and it says 91%. So the top, it says 91%, 7 and LM2. So the 91% is how relevant this is. And the 7 is how strong I need that that remedy. Okay, so the present state says the person views their emotions with a distant position, which means they no longer feel. So this is a really interesting one, actually, and that's something that I've been delving into for a really long time, because I feel a lot. I'm very emotional. I'm much more of a feeling person than an intellectual, or you know, yeah, just I'm not very good at like managing my emotions. And sometimes they can take the better of me. And for those that know human design, I'm emotional authority. So sometimes the emotions can affect me a lot. But there's also a part of me that can completely distance myself from feeling. And it's almost like a switch. So this kind of makes sense to me, because even though I feel a lot and I'm very sensitive, there's a part of me that actually can just distantly switched off, and remove myself from a situation without feeling any empathy. So that in myself is something that's interesting, that's come up because I've been focusing on that. The sacral chakra is shining in the forehead and the color indigo. So actually, it should be orange, the sacral. So what's going to happen is I'm going to get the frequencies of the desired state, which is the harmonization of the topics of sexuality, reproduction, feelings, emotions, appetite, food intake, eating, body, awareness, and parenthood, by strengthening the vibration color orange in the sacral chakra. The affirmation is, I am in full contact with my inner emotional world. So there you've got another desired state description, which is, again, just reinforcing what it's going to do. The vibrations are going to send that orange color into the sacral chakra to bring that chakra into balance. There is a deeper knowledge of one's emotions as an expression of the emotional world, and the responsibility for one's own topics is integrated. The experiences with one's own sexuality are perceived as happy and fulfilling. All right, so the desired state is always what the frequencies are going to be sent for you. Okay, the present state is something that we want to shift into a more higher frequency. All right. The next one is, in harmony with the body, appetite is respected as a signal from the body, and the body is provided with the food it needs. That's very interesting, actually, because since I have been doing the Coherence program, I have quit my sugar addiction. And this is something that's been really hard for me to kick. And it's really strange, because when I go into, I do still have the habit of like going to the fridge and opening it, or the cupboard. But actually, when I get to it and I see what's inside it, I have no interest to actually pick up whatever that is. So then I close it, and I find myself going in and out, and just doing that all the time. And I'm like, I actually don't, that's not going to satisfy me. So I've been noticing a lot that satisfaction I used to get from all that sweet, sugary food is no longer needed, which is amazing. And so, yeah, I'm really happy about that. And that is true. That is very true. Okay. So again, it's going to provide the present state description as the frequencies. So again, color in orange, expressing the harmony that flows through the body. The themes of the sacral chakra are perceived as harmonious. And again, that is now, yeah, I respect my appetite as a signal from my body and supply it with the food that it needs. Okay. Okay, so it's the same as before, pretty similar. And the third aspect of the sacral chakra that came up is there is a powerful emotional experience in the emotional realm. So that's quite funny, because that's very different from the first one, which is quite contradicting. And I'm sure that some of you are always like, oh, that doesn't really make sense. But actually, there is always there's so many aspects of our personalities, you know, that we have been living in this world for a really long time. And a lot of us, you know, have multiple personalities. And human design is something that I really love. And if anyone's into human design, get in touch, because I'm really interested in it. And I'd love to connect on this level with a human design specialist, actually. But I've got an open G center. And what that means is, it's like I've got an open identity center. So I will never really know who I am and where I'm going with life. Actually, I'm never supposed to know. That's not my design. And so what people with that center that's open, it means that they actually are chameleons, and they can be many different people. So there are many of us out there that can actually like be a bit of a chameleon and can kind of flow into each other's energies. And you meet one person, you know, you vibe with them, and then you meet another person and you vibe with them, but they're very different. And I think that that's part of the aspect of this. This is showing different aspects of your personality and what's affecting each chakra. So I'm hoping that that explanation helps you to understand why sometimes they can be contradicting. So again, there we go. So the harmonization of the topic sexuality, reproduction, it says the affirmation, I am in harmony with my experiences in the emotional realm. All right, brilliant. So we're going to send vibrations for that for myself. Again, it's up to you how long you want to do it. I do usually do about 1 minute for this one, or a little bit longer, because I find these ones very powerful. If you are doing this as a distance scan for someone, make sure that that person is in a comfortable environment, like I said before, maybe a candle, maybe some nice smelling incense, you know, a darkened room with nice lighting, comfortable, you know, blanket, pillow, just to really help them to receive those frequencies and to be as open as possible to, you know, for that healing and for that, to benefit from it, you know. And there is no way that you're going to benefit from it if you're tense and uptight and not relaxed, like anything, you know. If you go into a massage, for example, and you are like tense and you just don't relax, you're never going to get a relaxed muscles, and that masseuse is going to find it really, really hard to, you know, massage you if you are tense and you're not going to let go. It's exactly the same thing on this. If you don't let go, then you're not going to receive the healing benefit from it. So you have to learn how to trust, and you have to learn how to surrender to whatever that is, the magical side of this machine, you know, the quantum side, you know, opening yourself up to this. This is our only chance, and frequencies are an amazing way to harmonize the body. So I'll just do 17 seconds because obviously we're doing this. I'm sending those now to myself. So I'm relaxing. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to just breathe in and just breathe out. And just maybe take this moment for yourself, just to tune in with yourself, to close your eyes and to really just like feel into the moment. And also just to connect with yourself for a second, all this information that's been coming up for you and you're learning a lot. This is now a chance just to let that process. And just breathe in and breathe out. Lovely. And so when you're ready, you can open your eyes. It's just a short meditation. That's something that I love to do, by the way, is to meditate. And sometimes we're not silent enough together. So I'm thinking actually to do a live video of us, of doing, not a live, sorry, a meditation group where we can meditate with the Healy. So anyone that's interested in that, say, hey, I want to do that. I want to meditate with Healy and join my meditation circle. We should just totally do that, and, you know, really get involved with actually enjoying the frequencies together and not just on our own as individuals. So I'm actually just going to stop sharing my screen now. So I'm back in the room. There we go. Hello, Benny, as well. Thanks for joining. It's really nice to see some of the familiar faces in the Healy Hangout. I haven't been able to see you because I've been sharing my screen. And thank you, everybody who has been joining in from the Facebook Live. It's been awesome to be with you. You've just had me tonight. I've been flying solo. And I've just been kind of explaining the Healy, really, just for those that don't know about it, but also I did a bit of a scan. All right, so if anyone has any questions or wants to share something in the group, I offer that opportunity now. And if not, I'm just going to quickly have a look and just see who is in the Facebook group asking questions. Lorraine. So Lorraine Ann is asking me questions. So I fully trust what Healy comes up with, but if you scan a male person and it comes up for kidney or female, I wonder what that means. Good question. This has come up for me as well. It might be actually talking to the masculinity, masculine side of you. So like all of us have like feminine and feminine and masculine side to us, and some of them are more stronger than the other. So it could mean that that's actually talking to the more masculine side of your personality. So just maybe don't analyze it too much, but also some of the programs like, you know, I don't know, job programs, you scan someone for that and it's like exhaustion, you know, it doesn't mean you're exhausted in your job. It just means you're exhausted. So kidney or male might, you know, we've both got kidneys, female and male. It might just mean that the frequency that's in the male kidney program is the one that you need. Don't think too much into that, because that is just going to just put like already a block in your mind to say, oh, that doesn't fit with what I think I should believe in, you know. So it's really important to really just be open about it and just like, okay, it doesn't make sense. I'm going to still stay open to it because the frequency is in that program that I need. So that's a really good way to do it. Just looking what else. How did you stop the sugar addiction? Coherence program. So if you go to the bioenergetic support programs categories, it's like almost the very last one. There is the Coherence program. Do that every day. I do it every day and I've quit my sugar addiction. So I really recommend doing that. And I'm just looking again, see if there's any more. And yeah, brilliant. Hi, Tracy, as well. Thank you for joining. Thank you for everyone that's been commenting. It's been really cool to hang out with everybody. We are supposed to be doing a Healy hangout in the morning at 10 o'clock, but we don't have a health expert yet to come on and chat. So I'm just wondering out there, if anyone out there has their own healing business, would like to join me spontaneously on a Healy hangout tomorrow, and we'll chat about, you know, what you're offering and also what you're doing with your business, whether it includes frequency or not. It can be anything. You know, if it's health, it could be anything at all. And if anyone wants to join and, you know, be part of that Healy hangout, then yeah, send me a message or just join the Zoom. It's the same link as this one. So I will post it again. Just join that Zoom and you can comment and chat. I am now offering as well for anyone who's setting it up there, who has a, you know, who's a healer and is struggling to set up their business. I am offering mentoring now. So anyone that's interested in mentoring or guidance for their healing business, it doesn't have to be about Healy, but it can be anything. I'm offering an opportunity to help those people that need a platform to, you know, to move forward with their business. I know, to help raise the frequency of the people on the planet. So if you're interested, you can book a discovery call with me, and I will post that at some point in the group, and it should be in the introduction of the Healy Avalon group as well. So yes, so yeah, all the Healy hangouts, they're all recorded. So if you're not there tomorrow, then you can actually just watch the live back, because the live program is actually, the live is always on the Healy Avalon group. We also, anyone that's missed anything and wants the YouTube link, I've got a YouTube channel, and in there is all the recordings from all of these lives as well. So you've got two options. You've got the YouTube recording and you've got the live recording as well. All right, everybody. I am so grateful for everybody who's joined me on this journey tonight, and peace and blessings to everybody. And we'll see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock, and hopefully some people with healing businesses is going to join. Yeah, have a lovely evening or a lovely day, and see you soon. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye, Bernie. Bye, Susan.
Thank you.
Bye. The affirmation that that can come up for this one is, I gratefully accept all the health, wealth and happiness that the universe pours into me every day. All right, so just create your affirmations for you. Like I said before, make sure that they resonate with you, because otherwise, if it's not in your words, then it's not going to actually work for you. All right, next one, manifesting what you desire. So the fourth question here is to be thankful. Gratitude is literally everything you need. That's all you need, is to be thankful, to have gratitude for what you already have. All right, something that you already have. You've got, look at your life around you right now. You know, like, look around you. Be grateful for that, because a lot of us have already what we need and what we desire. You see, I'm using that word need again. That's something that I'm going to have to shift as well, because a lot of us do that. You know, we're used to using that word need. We don't need it. We desire it. We choose it. Okay. So getting to the practice of thanking every day for every aspect of your world. Okay. It can be anything. It can be, thank you for the food that we're eating. Thank you for the loving relationship that I'm in. Thank you for having the money to be able to do what I need and to create the tools. All right. So really just try to understand that the gratitude is the actual way to get what you desire. Okay, start a gratitude journal. That's really cool. You know, just a book for just that. Write down a few things every day that you're grateful for. And at the end of the day, write down 3 things that went well. It's a great way to end the day. Have it on your bedside table. And, you know, you go to bed remembering the things that went well in your day to day. All right. And also write down the reasons for why these things went well. Because then you're actually going deeper into, oh, you know, today I, you know, I had a great positive day with a friend. All right, I went down and met them, and they gave me some really useful information about my business, say, for example, and this has really helped me. And you're now going to be thankful for that, and think of the reason behind that, like, why is that a good thing? Why did it go well? Okay, oh, it went well because I was positive and I was making positive steps and I was receiving advice and I was allowing a friend to give me some feedback. Maybe that's your reason, you know, like really thinking about the way that you receive. All right. And then simply recognizing the positives in your life. It boosts happiness and it helps you acknowledge and attract more. All right. So I'm just going to have a quick look at the Facebook group and just check that no one's hacking into that. Oh gosh. Okay, so here we go. Let's just have a look and see how everyone's doing. All right, cool. So yeah, I'm laughing because Carol's like, oh dear, a challenge, interesting. And Amy, what is that? So yeah, Lorraine, hey everyone. It's very interesting what just happened while we were talking about challenges, that we got hacked in the middle of that, and someone just and there's people waiting in the waiting room trying to hack this right now. So that's the challenge of my day today. Our affirmation for being thankful is, I'm sincerely thankful for all the good things I have in my life, and I look forward to the abundant gifts I have yet to receive. I love this affirmation. It's something that, you know, it already brings you to a higher frequency just looking at those words. All right, so let's be thankful for what we've got. Okay, so the core themes that we're going to look at today, because we've got these abundance cards that I got actually gifted from a very lovely friend of mine, Julie, for my birthday, and they're just so great cards because they're not like normal tarot cards. They're like, each, you don't have a book to explain what each one means. Each one has like an affirmation on them, or you know, something to help you. So here they are. There are 4 different themes: love and relationships, career and prosperity, health and well-being, and spiritual growth. So I'm just gonna like, there's so many of each one, but I'm just gonna like pick 3 that we're going to look at today, and we're all going to somehow bring that into our day today. Okay, so this is a way for you to attract abundance today. If you haven't already, write down something that you desire or that you'd like to bring in to your life, and have a think about it right now while we're just shuffling the cards. Really, or write it in the comments if you want to write in the comments. Write down what is it that you'd like to desire, what you desire in your life, okay? And we're going to just like, we're going to knock the old energy out of the cards, and we're just going to like focus inwards now on that intention. What would you like to attract into your life? Now I'm going to pick 3 cards, all right, to help us attract that today. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we got 3 different packs actually. 3 from one of them is missing because there should be 4 packs. So I'm just going to stop sharing my screen for the minute and just come back to me. There we go. So we've got 3 cards. We've got the moon, this colourful picture here, and this one, this sun. All right, so what each one means, I'm going to turn them over. Okay, so the first one, which has got the sun, is about career and prosperity for all those people that would like to bring something into their career or bring in some wealth so they can do the things that they would like to do. The card that came up is a card that I get all the time, actually. So it's funny that it's the same card. Write down a list of all your career objectives, ranging from the modest to the most magnificent. Don't limit yourself or worry about how to achieve them. Simply do your best each day, keeping your thoughts focused on your goals. So writing all your career objectives down, all your goals, okay, all the things that you would like to achieve in your business, all right, or in your direction where you're going, all right, write them all down. And then you know, don't limit yourself. Write all the top ones down, even the biggest ones that you know that you might have thought in the past that you couldn't get. Well, this could actually help you achieve what it is that you what you would like on a bigger scale. You know, don't limit yourself. Let's really think big. Okay. All right, so write them all down and then just do your best every day. Let them go. Sometimes letting go gives room to the intention so that we can then attract it. Okay, so really, if you know, have you ever noticed those like people that you know that enter competitions, and it's always the ones that aren't focusing on it. They don't even remember the competition is on. Like I recently went into a competition, I think Vicky did as well, for it's like winning a camper van. And there's like, it's called Aspire competitions. It's one done in the UK, and it's actually amazing. You just pay like a small fee, and then you can win like a chance to win like a camper van or a money or a car or like something like that. And I was like really into it, and I was like, oh, maybe I can put the Healy with it on. And I know Vicky had tried this as well. But I noticed that the people that, because what they do is they call the people up when they're doing the competition. So they like call them and say, oh, you won. And most of the time when they call the people, those people that have won it, I've forgotten that they're even in the competition. And I've noticed that actually one tip is when you've visualized it and when you've really like imagined that you've already got it, okay, you let it go into the universe and you don't think about it anymore. You don't need to do anything anymore. You've already sent off your desire in there into the universe. There's no point holding on to it, because holding on to it is actually, it's like a desperation. It's a need. And actually we don't need it, remember? So that a need is a word of lacking. A want is a word of lacking. So we don't need to be grabbing on to it, you know, like, oh, I really need it. I really need it. No, we don't need it. We desire it, but we don't need it. So let those intentions go into the universe. All right. Let them off. And that's what this card is talking about. The next one is this colourful card, and it's about health and well-being. So all the people that wanted to bring in health and well-being into their life. This is the card, smile. So laughing is one of my most favorite things to do. And the people that do laughing yoga, and also anyone that watched the webinar with Roy Martino, we actually did laughing yoga beforehand. This was awesome. It was so good to laugh. And this can already bring you into another frequency to then be able to attract what you need. All right. The card says, even when you feel under the weather or unhappy, the simple action of smiling releases chemicals that will lower your blood pressure, stimulate your immune system, and lift your mood. So remember to smile. Remember, even if you're feeling down, just turning your lips up might actually change something in your life. It might make you put music on. And also another the one thing I like to do is put my music on as soon as I'm feeling a bit flat, and it instantly boosts me. That's another way. This can be so crucial for your health and well-being. It can actually bring you to a more positive frame of mind. So remember, surround yourself with people who are positive, surround yourself with people who laugh and that don't take life too seriously. This is something that I've been doing quite a lot in my life, is just really filtering out certain people that bring me down. And it's not that they're not important in my life, but it's important what you choose to be around. Okay, you choose to be around whatever you want in your life. It's usually reflected in the people around you. So really try to feel into that. Okay, feel into the way that you do your life, and how you and who you want to be around. Okay. And the last card today, so the last one is about spiritual growth. And I am tempted actually to just take one from the relationship pack, because we're missing that one, and I think that's needed. And also, Vicky, you were looking for your new man, right? So let's do that. That's one of the star cards. So I'm just going to pull them out the pack quickly so we can pick one of those ones. If anyone wants to know about these cards, I can post some pictures of them after, so you can search for your abundance cards. All right, I think we've got them all. There's another one, and there's two more. All right, we're good. We've got them all now. Yeah. All right, let's pick a card for love and relationships. Okay, so everyone who wants to bring some kind of love in their relationship into their life, whether it be family, whether it be a loving relationship, whether it's something you'd like to, repair or bring more harmony into, just focus on that right now. Okay, I'm going to pick a card. Okay, this one. Perfect. All right. So we'll start off by going for the spiritual growth one. So we got think. Now, this is just a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson from 1803 to 1882. That's when he was alive. A man is what he thinks about all day long. So let's really think about that quote, right? A man is what he thinks about all day long. So maybe not even a man, but a person is what he thinks about all day long. So when you think today, when you start thinking or getting into your thought patterns, have awareness on what are you thinking about, because whatever you're thinking about is going to be attracted into your life. It's like with anything in the intentions of the Healy, it's going to take you off the rails, right? It's gonna, if you're thinking about, I feel really fat, and I'm feeling unhealthy, and I've got no energy, and you're like constantly saying that, you're like affirming that. So if you start like changing the way you think, go, yeah, I'm really slim, I'm feeling really like good with my body at the moment, I accept my body as it is, that in itself can already bring in what you desire. Okay, so that's a really good point, right? So really have awareness today, start bringing in that into your daily practice of what do you think about, and how can you stop and change and transform those thoughts into something that's more positive. Okay, harder to do than you think, right? So just really try your best. And so this is for today, okay? So, and also for the week, if you want to bring this into your weekly practice. Finally, the love and relationships one that we just pulled. So we got be open. Respond to everyone you encounter each day with an open and loving heart. The difference it makes to your relationships will be remarkable, and the love that you send out to others will be returned to you tenfold. Okay, so it will be multiplied. So just by everyone that you come in contact with and being open to them and having a loving heart, if you just open yourself to that, then you're going to already start attracting what you need in your life. Again, I said need, okay? So what you desire. So what you desire will come into your life by opening yourself to all possibilities. Now, maybe you've got something in your mind that you're looking for, okay? Or maybe it's a relationship in your family that you are like kind of stuck in right now, and it's not going how you would like it to go, and there's some maybe a lot of fire in the relationship, and there's a lot of fighting or a lot of negativity thrown around between you, or in a relationship maybe there's a lot of negativity in that you're in a loving relationship and you're feeling really unhappy. And maybe maybe it's just small things that are triggering you, but that's holding you back. All right, so those small things, try transforming those, the way that you think about those things. So if you're saying, oh, yeah, my guy or my woman never actually is always messy, never tidies up. By just saying that and thinking that all the time, they're never going to get better. All right, so transform the way you think. Start saying and affirming, like, yeah, my guy, my woman is like really tidy and is really surprising me, and is is creating more order in our lives. That in itself is going to attract that. Okay, it's the same thing with relationships. If you're just open to whatever it is you're going to receive, you're going to receive it. Say, yes, I am meeting the man of my dreams. Vicky can say, I am meeting the man of my dreams today. Say that every day, rather than going, oh, I just want this, I just want that. It's like, I really would like to, but I desire that. I choose that now. Okay. Change the way you think about things. All right. So be open. So that's our tarot reading for today. I just wanted to go back to the presentation because there's just one more thing at the end that I wanted to show you. So I'm just going to share my screen again. Okay, so present. So the final slide that I have here is this beautiful mandala. And it's an attracting abundance mandala. And I would just like you all just to have a look at that. And this is something, if you go online and you want to find a picture that can help you attract abundance, it can be this mandala, it can be anything you'd like that, that kind of motivates you to feel positive in attracting what you desire. You can also add this picture into your Healy. I'm not going to go into how to do that today, but I do have videos on how to add a picture into your aura reading so that then you can attract faster. So really have a look on the internet, see what you can find. You can also screenshot this mandala and just start putting it around your room, put it in your bedroom or in a place that you like in the house, maybe in your meditation space, and really start to visualize it and let that mandala just soak into your skin. Okay, so that you really start being abundant and being it rather than desiring it. All right, beautiful. Okay, so that's the end of my abundance presentation. It's been a journey today. We've had some hackers in between, so I'm not really sure how we're going to move, how I'm going to edit that. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Hopefully I will do another recording on this and do another one of these shortly where we can get more people online. All right, I send you all the best. Have a beautiful day. Don't forget to be positive and to think positive. And yeah, we'll see you next Wednesday for the Healy Hangout, and next Thursday morning for another interview with a health specialist. All right, take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.